Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah. Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah. Ina alhamdulillah wa salat wa salam ala wa rasulallah. This is going to be the last session that we're going to do of the names of Allah, because I feel that as a daya, that it's becoming too difficult for many of you. And as a daya, I do know how shaitan works, especially with people who are teaching the true sunnah. We are the ones that will have the least followers. And shaitan does not want you guys to learn the names of Allah. He wants you to focus on those lectures and topics that are not of benefit to you, as far as benefiting you spiritually. He wants you to listen to other speakers who want to speak about how to be a mama, how to be a daddy, how to raise children, how to deal with health and science, and how to deal with anxiety. Issues that have nothing to do with strengthening your faith and your relationship with Allah. Because if you had strong faith and a good relationship with Allah, you know how to deal with all that stuff, because you follow the example of Allah's names and the examples that the Prophet Muhammad gave us. So today is going to be the last I'm going to do for right now of the names of Allah. And instead we're going to move to a different topic. But yesterday, as I'm going to do for right now. Good, I can see of the names of Allah. And instead we're going to move to a different topic. Okay, I can see that my I'm not breaking up yet. Well, alhamdulillah, which is good. So with that said, I would like to first review the name that we tried to go over yesterday, but my internet connection was bad. Let me turn off the video. I don't want to keep it on too long, because when I keep it on too long, that's when it starts to break up. Okay, but let me review what we discussed yesterday, the name of Allah that we went over yesterday, because many of you did not get it because you couldn't hear me. So let's hope Allah makes this simple and easy for us today. Okay. The name that we went over yesterday is the name El-Halim. El-Halim. El-Halim, this name means the one who refrains and holds back. We talked about how Allah proves to us that he is the one who holds back by holding back his punishment, also by holding back death, also by holding back knowledge of the religion and understanding of the religion. A lot of people study Islam, but how many Muslims have true understanding of it? Very few. I can tell you most Muslims today, I would say 90% of the Muslims living on the earth today don't have the proper understanding of this deen, even though they may be a famous speaker. Okay, Allah holds back knowledge and understanding. He only gives it to a select few, those whom he wishes good for. Okay, also Allah holds back his blessings. Knowledge is a blessing. Understanding is a blessing. Good things that happen in life to you are all blessings. And also Allah can hold back the weather. He can hold back the rain. He can hold back the snow. He can hold back the growth of things. Okay, that's El-Halim. El-Halim. So now, how do we incorporate these examples as attributes for ourselves? How do we incorporate holding back punishment? How do we incorporate holding back death? How do we incorporate holding back knowledge? How do we incorporate holding back blessings and holding back the weather, even though we're not Allah? Well, we can work to not be so quick to punish each other when someone transgresses against us. And we can also work to stop punishing ourselves so much when we commit sin. Also, we can work to not take the lives of others unjustly and to not allow our emotions to cause us to transgress. We can hold back our emotions. We can hold back our anger. We can hold back punishing others, making others pay, as we say. Also, we can take better care of our bodies so as not to end up causing unwarranted death. Allah is the one that holds back death. How can we incorporate holding back death? Well, we can take better care of our bodies so as not to cause unwarranted death. And also, we do not allow life and its situations to cause us to want to rush death through suicide, but instead we'll call upon Allah for help. So that's how we can hold back death for ourselves, hold back punishment. And also we talked about how Allah holds back knowledge. Well, how can we incorporate that? Well, we will hold back giving or sharing knowledge with others unless we can assure that what we share with them is correct and not misleading. Allah is the one who holds back knowledge of the religion. Well, we can hold back sharing anything unless it is correct and not misleading. You guys see that? That's how we incorporate this name, El Halim, into ourselves. We will refrain from sharing knowledge of the religion unless it is correct and not misleading. Okay. We talked about how Allah holds back his blessings. He can hold back giving good. Well, how can we do that? We will hold back from rewarding people for things that they are not deserving of. Many parents reward their children when their children shouldn't be rewarded. We also go around praising people who are not deserving of it. So just as Allah holds back his blessings, we can hold back rewarding and blessing people who are not deserving of it as well. Does everybody see that? And then finally, Allah holds back the weather. Well, how can we hold back the weather? Even though we're not Allah, we can refrain from abusing it, abusing the resources of Allah, refrain from saying how we hate it, how we hate the snow, how we hate the rain. We will hold back our hatred or our dislike, verbalizing our dislike of Allah's weather. Does everybody understand? And I don't want to turn my camera on because I don't want it to start breaking. Can everyone hear me? I need someone to get on the mic and answer. Does this make sense?
Yes, we can hear you.
And does all of this make sense? Do you guys see how we incorporated the name El Halim? And the person that did this yesterday was Precious. And I do want to commend Sister Precious for doing a great job. She's the one that came up with most of this and incorporated it the correct way. That means she's caught on to this. I really hope that most of you have caught on to this. You're going to take the attribute and apply it. Hold back blessings. You don't want to talk about how to give blessings. You want to show me how you can hold back blessings. Well, I'm going to hold back rewarding children when they're not deserving of it. I'm going to hold back and rewarding anyone or praising anyone who is not deserving. You want to stick to what the attribute is. You don't want to do the opposite of it. Does everybody understand? Okay, so that was El Halim. And today, this is going to be the last name we do for right now. And I'm going to come back to this at a different date and time, because again, I noticed that some of you are struggling with this and I don't want to lose you. I don't have that many followers as it is, and I don't want to lose the 10 that I have. I done lost 10. I got 6 on Facebook. I don't want to lose the little 6 people listening on Facebook today. Okay, so let's look at the next name. The next name is El Atheem. El Atheem. El Atheem. That's an Ain and that's a long Deen. El Atheem. El Atheem, not El Adam. El Adam is a different word. Not El Adam and not El Adam. El Adam, that's a different word too. And this is the problem. A lot of Muslims don't understand the Quran. When they read it, they change the meaning of the words, and this is the problem. This is why we don't understand Allah's names. Well, this is El Adam, not El Adam. It's El Adam, not El Adam. It's El Adim, El Adim, El Adim, not El Adam, not El Adam. It's El Adim, El Adim. You guys see that? All right. What does El Adim translate to mean in English? It means the magnificent, the supreme. Let me make this smaller so we can work it. The magnificent, the supreme. So in order to understand the meaning of this word, we're going to first of all look up the meaning of magnificent. I want you guys to go to dictionary.com and tell me, what does magnificent mean? Go to dictionary.com. Dictionary.com gives a more simpler answer than Webster's. Webster's will give a longer, more detailed answer, but it could be too confusing. Dictionary.com gives a simpler answer, a simpler meaning. What is the meaning? Because you want to break these meanings down to the most simplest form possible. What does it mean to be magnificent? Anyone? And we're not talking about the movie. What does it mean to be magnificent? Anyone?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
To be like great.
Is that what dictionary.com said?
Oh no,
I don't want you to make up your own. No, that's the problem.
Okay.
We make up our own meanings and we be way off, wrong. I want y'all to carry a dictionary. When we're dealing with Allah's name, we want to understand the meaning, not to make up your own stuff. What does it mean to be magnificent? Go to dictionary.com. And this is how I lost a lot of followers, because a lot of people think they know the meaning of words because you speak English, but you don't. And I'm not being a smart aleck or anything like that. It's just that I want you guys to understand the meaning. And this is how the prophet taught. We need to look up the meaning of the word, not what you think it means, but what it has been defined to us. So anyone can tell me, what is the meaning of magnificent?
Okay, assalamu alaikum. It's like something else. Okay.
Go ahead. Come on, keep it going.
Okay, it means impressively beautiful, elaborate, or extravagant, and striking. That's what it says.
Okay, the one who is, say the first part again.
The one who is impressively beautiful, elaborate, or extravagant.
Let's say impressively beautiful. Okay, now look up the meaning of supreme. Go to dictionary.com and look up the meaning of supreme. You see how that meaning is not what you were getting ready to say, Sister Tanita? That's why we have to use a dictionary. Magnificent does not mean what you said. It meant one who is impressively beautiful, and supreme means, go ahead.
Supreme means of authority or an office or someone who is superior to all others.
So Allah is the one who is impressively beautiful and superior over all others. This is the meaning of El Adim. This is why I tell y'all use dictionary.com, because you wouldn't have come up with this meaning. You would have said, well, I think it means, no, it ain't about what we think. Allah is El Adim, El Adim, El Adim. He is the one who is impressively beautiful and superior over all others. Y'all understand that meaning? To be impressively beautiful, outstanding, dynamic, and superior over all others. Impressively. That means you are in awe of him. We're in awe. He is so beautiful and superior, that it'll leave you in awe. That's the meaning of to be magnificent and supreme. So now that we understand the meaning of El-Adim, now that we understand the meaning of being impressively beautiful and superior over all others, and again, the key is over all others. In other words, no one can compete. No one can compete with Allah in his beauty and superiority. No one can compete. He's over at all others. So now, how can we incorporate? I mean, how does Allah prove to us that he is impressively beautiful and superior over all other things? Give me an example as to how Allah proves this to us. Who would like to start?
Assalamu alaikum. Let me try this.
Okay.
Allah impresses, and Allah is impressive and beautiful and superior over all others. His
Now,
creation.
listen, let me show you. No, that's not how you answer. Let's start it off. You want to prove. The question is, look at what's on the screen. How does Allah prove to us that he is impressively beautiful and superior? You didn't give an answer. All you did was repeat that Allah is superior. We already know that. Okay, to get the answer right, you're going to begin it with Allah proves that he is impressively beautiful and superior by, and fill it in.
Okay. By creating animals of all sorts.
There you go. See how you do it? See how it flows out when you start it off right without all that filler buster garbage? Okay, Allah, how does Allah prove? He proves he is impressively beautiful and superior by creating, through the creation. Through his creation of animals and insects of different types and breeds. See how easy that was, Anissa, when you just answered the question.
I was going to end up saying that. I just thought I had
No, yeah, you always say you was going to end up, but you never do.
But you stopped me.
Yeah, because you was headed in the wrong way. Then you would have said that's what you wanted to say. But you didn't. If you started off right, guys, and this is for everyone, this is not being personal. The question is, how does Allah prove that he is impressively beautiful, superior? When she started it off like that, she started naming 3-4 things. She named some more stuff. She could go, we have to, it's all about how we think and spill it out, not all that other crap. Don't beat around the bush, just get right to it. Now, who else would like to tell us, how does Allah prove that he is impressively beautiful and superior over all others? He proves this through his creation of the animals and insects of different types and breeds. Good job, Anissa. Perfect answer, Anissa. Who wants to go next? Anissa?
I will.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Allah also shows us.
Wait a minute, hold up, you blew it. Is the name Allah shows? You blew it. You have to say Allah proves that he is impressive and impressively beautiful and superior. When you start off with some other way of saying it, you ain't gonna get it. So like I told Anissa, get it together. Try it again. Start off with Allah proves that he is impressively beautiful and superior by, and take it.
Okay. Allah shows.
We didn't say show. What's the word? Prove. It's not the same as show.
Okay. Allah proves his beauty in the way he creates human beings.
He doesn't prove his beauty. How does somebody else go? How does Allah prove that he is impressively beautiful and superior? She's changing it up to totally different things. You can try it again, but do it the right way. Who is that anyway? Aisha?
That's Norto, and I'm done trying.
Okay, come on, try it again, Norto. How does you can say Allah proves that he is, okay, let me write it down so y'all can get it. How does Allah prove he is impressively beautiful and superior over all? So you're going to say Allah proves he is impressively beautiful and superior over all by
Okay,
fill
let
in
me
the
try.
blank.
I'm going to try.
Let me try it this way. Let me do this. Maybe Allah proves he is impressively beautiful and superior by, go on, somebody else. Read what's on the screen.
Allah proves he is impressively beautiful and superior over all by creating the rainbow.
Okay, we already said the creation of animals and insects. Let's come up with something outside the box. This is a big problem. Either you guys get it, but you put it in a category with something else. Let's think outside the box. We all said through his creation of animals and insects and of different types and breeds. Let's go to something else. Rainbow, that's weather. Let's go to something else.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Go ahead and start it off with what's on the screen.
Like through his creations.
Excuse me.
Nature.
Read what's on the screen.
Oh, Allah proves he is impressively beautiful and superior over all by nature.
No, that ain't. What do you mean by nature? Take that and shove it. That's the same thing that the other sister said. Come on, guys. Think outside the box. Don't be narrow-minded. Look around you. Look outside. Look at yourself. Think about your trials. Think about what you've been through in your lives and come up with some real answers. Don't be narrow-minded, weak people. Come on. Is Amina Fresno here? Amina, this is easy. Just read what I got on the screen and fill it in like Anissa did. And Amina Fresno. Amina, are you here?
No, she's not here.
Is Latifa here? Tony?
Nope.
Tony Yarbrough. Tony? Let me look on Facebook too. Hold on. I forgot about Facebook, people. Okay, oh, we got some answers. Okay, Mariam said, Allah proves he is impressively beautiful and superior over all by, that's not giving me an answer, Mariam. Fatima, Allah proves, Allah, y'all got to say the word prove. We already know Allah is impressively beautiful. You should not say Allah is impressively beautiful. Say Allah proves he is impressively beautiful and superior by. Okay, let's see. Mariam. Mariam, people, y'all got to think outside. Sending down the Quran in a beautiful, eloquent language. Well, Sister Mariam, isn't English beautiful and eloquent? Sister Mariam, isn't Spanish beautiful and eloquent? Remember, Allah created all language. So what does that mean? All language is beautiful and eloquent because all language comes from Allah. So that's not an answer. Allah proves he is impressively beautiful and supreme through his shining the stars, moon, and sun. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go with that. Laylee, I'm going to put your answer for a change. Through the sun, moon, and stars. Okay. He proves he is impressively beautiful through so this is going to end the creation. Y'all keep saying the creation. Through the creation of the sun, moon, and stars. So now I don't want any more answers dealing with creation. Y'all done covered animals and insects and nature. No more creation. Allah does more than create, guys. Allah does a lot more than create. Come on, let's get through it. Anyone else? Allah proves he is impressively beautiful and superior over all by anyone? You're all dead on here? Let me put this down. I don't want to start breaking. If I got to put this screen down and call on people, it's going to make me break.
I want to try.
Okay, who is that?
Assalamu alaikum, Tanita.
Okay, wa alaikum salam.
Okay. Allah proves that he is, oh my goodness, I just went brain dead. Allah proves that he is impressively beautiful and superior over all by the various miracles that he performed.
What miracles? Have you seen one? Give me something that people can see, feel, touch, hear. Don't just make up stuff. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, by teaching the names of Allah, he taught the people to believe in him. Remember, the Arabs were a pagan people. They didn't believe in God at all. So he had to give them stuff that they could see, touch, feel, and taste, because they'll say, what miracles? I ain't seen no miracle lately. So there you go.
Can I try?
I don't care who tries, as long as y'all do it right. Go ahead and read what's on the screen.
Yes, ma'am. Allah proves that he is impressively beautiful by relieving us of our calamities or trials.
How is being beautiful and got to do with trials? Do you know the meaning of the word beautiful? Do we have to break down the meaning of beautiful now, guys? Allah proves that he is impressively beautiful through his creation of the animals and insects. They are all beautiful in different types and breeds. Also through his creation of the sun, moon, and stars. The sun is beautiful, the way it shines, the glow, the moon lights up. It's beautiful. Now you talked, what the heck is beautiful about a calamity? If somebody shoots you, can you tell me the beauty in that? Remember, guys, you have to know the meaning of the words. Do you guys understand that we have to break down the meaning of beautiful? Y'all see how I lost a bunch of followers because I have to, but it's my job as a dyer to keep y'all, to let you see how your answers are not correct. What does a hardship or calamity got to do with being beautiful? Do y'all know the meaning of beautiful? Okay, so whoever that was, I'm sorry. I don't know where you at. Get with the program here.
Can I try?
Go ahead.
Okay. Is it?
Read.
There's no.
Start it
okay.
off by reading what's on the screen.
Allah proves he is impressively beautiful and superior over all by not having any flaws.
How do you know Allah don't have no flaws? Have you seen Allah lately?
No.
All right, then y'all remember, your answers have to make sense. Something that we can touch, feel, and see. This is not as easy as people think. That's how y'all see how most Muslims don't understand the meaning of Allah's names. Let me see what they got on Facebook. Allah proves he is superior over others by being the last person standing. Sister Norda, how do you know he gonna be the last person standing? Does Allah even stand? What does that have to do? I can't see nothing superior in that. Come on, Brother Ahmad. Allah proves he is impressively beautiful and superior over all. Good job, Brother Ahmad. Through the laws and rules he makes. From the laws and the rules he made, guys. No one, his laws, his rules apply to all people. You can't find any flaws in his laws, whoever that was that said free of flaws. There's no flaw in his laws. They all seem equal and just. There's no flaw in his rules. They all seem equal and just. No human being could be that superior. No human being could show the superiority of making laws that apply that can't find no flaws in them. Good job, Brother Ahmad. Let's see, Pamela. Okay, Pamela, we already did the creation. I don't want to hear nothing else about the creation of the animals. Let me just say that too. I don't want to hear nothing else about animals, humans, insects, sun, moon, stars. We already covered that. Okay, Sister Sanaya, giving us the Quran and Prophet Muhammad. What does that have to do with being impressively beautiful and superior? There's people that don't believe in the Quran, and there's a lot of people that don't believe in the Prophet Muhammad. So you got to do better than that, sister. You got to come out here and think. Y'all have to think. Think outside the box. Don't come with no la-di-da. I don't want to hear no answers about the Quran. I don't want to hear no answers about Prophet Muhammad, because he was a human being. We already got him in here. I don't want to hear no answers about guiding to Islam. And I don't want to hear no answers about, oh, hallelujah. None of that crap. Y'all take that Medea stuff on somewhere else and think outside the box. How does Allah prove to us that he is impressively beautiful and more superior over anything? Sister Aisha, I don't know what your answer has to do with anything. I ain't even gonna comment. Come on, guys, who else? Sister, was it Amina Antar? Is that you? Go ahead, show him Antar. Yeah. Is Antar there? She usually gets them right. Go ahead, Antar. If that was her, it might not have been her. Let me look and see who's here. All right, who's here? Latifa. Brother Tarek. Can y'all come up with an example as to how Allah proves that he is impressively beautiful and superior over all?
Sister Leila, is breeds part of flowers or plants?
Oh my, whoever asked that, what category does flowers fall in a category on that screen? Did we already mention flowers? And if so, can you tell me which category it falls in?
The first one.
Okay, so why would you keep saying the same thing over and over again? Come on, guys. This is why this is the last day of these names. Let's see what we got on Facebook. Brother Ahmad is doing good on Facebook. I want you people in the Zoom room to open up and think. Look around you, look at yourself, look at the trials in life. How does Allah
try one more
prove
time.
Huh?
I'll try one more time.
No, you already went. I want somebody else that don't know. You can always do these. I want to hear from these other people that can't get these answers right. Y'all get Precious carried it all day yesterday. Let's see, Mariam. Allah proves he is impressively beautiful and superior by not being able to compare anything to him. Have you seen him, Mariam? What does that mean? That's not telling me anything. Layli, he proves he is impressively beautiful What does beauty have to do with giving you some food? You know the meaning of the word beautiful. God. Come on, guys. Anissa, get him another one. This is up your alley, Anissa. Give them another one.
I'm still thinking.
It'll flow right out of you. You gave a couple of answers, and and I stopped you from after the first one. I guess they didn't hear him.
Can I try again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Allah proves he is impressively beautiful in the way he created the human body.
Did we already cover creation? Isn't the word human already on the screen? That's all y'all can think about is the human and the birds and the bees, the plum trees. Y'all keep
Can I try?
saying, yeah, as long as you don't mention nothing about no creation.
Okay. Allah proves he is impressively beautiful and superior overall by the way he rewards us.
What does rewarding you have to do with being beautiful and superior? And do you even know if you're being rewarded? Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. Can I try one more time?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not sure if it was mentioned, but Allah proves he is impressively beautiful and superior overall by like there's nothing like him.
How do you know there's nothing like him? You don't even have you seen him? Come on, to get out of this, get out of the fairy tale books and keep it real, where people can see, touch, feel. See, touch, feel. How, okay, y'all need to get over beauty. Deal with the part that says superior. Come on, guys, y'all can think of something. Give me some proofs. Look around. Give me a proof that Allah is superior over all things. You can look and see the proofs. How does Allah prove to us every day that he is superior? He is superior over all. All right. He allows a plane to fly in the sky. No one could think of that. He allows a ship to float on the sea. Who can do that? He allows the mountains. You can look and see how the mountains hold. I thought Anissa would say this, the earth steady. Oh, I can go on. The fish swim and not fly. Hello. I mean, we can go on and on and on and on. Y'all superior. None can be over him and do that. No one. Who holds that plane up in the sky, guys? Who holds that ship up on the sea? That's what I thought Anissa was going to say. Those. How is it that the mountain is holding us steady? The mountain just stands there. It stands. How is it that a fish can swim and not fly? These are the examples the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam would use. You know, he would go to the unbelievers, to Abu Jahl, to Abu Lahab, and tell them, look at that bird. Look how it flies and doesn't fall down. But you and I can't do that. Look at how that tree just stands there with the sun bearing on it, and it still produces fruit. Can't no human do that. It's beautiful and superior. How is it that we live in the desert and this palm tree grows out of nowhere with no water, no nothing, but it produces fruit? This is how you take the names of Allah, guys, and break them down by looking around you. All this fairy book stuff y'all coming up with, y'all not thinking. You have to think outside the box. You have to be able to see the big picture, look around you. Stop trying to say the same thing over and over and over and over. Just look out the window. Look at the ground. Oh my God, how is it that the ground is level right here, but over there it's not, it's sandy. There's rocks over there, but there's grass here. I mean, there's so much y'all could have come up with. You have to think outside the box. Okay? You know, that's the stuff y'all got to come up with. Okay? Instead of this same old. So let's put my examples here. He proves he is impressively beautiful and superior by allowing the plane to fly in the sky, by allowing a ship to float on the sea, the mountains to hold the earth steady, a fish to swim and not fly, a bird to fly and not swim. Hello, who can do that? It's beautiful, and who can do it? Who? Nothing but Allah. No one but Allah. He's superior over that. Do you guys get it? Anybody confused? Okay, well, let's go to the next part. How to take these examples and incorporate them into yourselves as attributes. Okay, Allah is impressively beautiful and superior over all. He shows this to us, proves this to us through his creation of animals, humans, and insects. They're in different types, different breeds, different colors. Through his creation of the sun, the moon, and the stars, how beautiful they are. Nothing can replace them. Through his laws and his rules, they're perfect. By allowing planes to fly, ships to sail, mountains to hold the earth steady, fish to swim and not fly. So how can we incorporate them? So who's going to start us off? Go ahead. Somebody, anybody. Exactly, Pamela. That would have been a good one. Pamela now comes up with one. He allowed the night and day to come and go. Yep, you should have thought of that. That would have been perfect. That's thinking outside the box, but you guys didn't. So now let's go to the next part. How to take these examples and incorporate them into ourselves, guys. Who's going to start us off? Precious, you want to start them off? You can go ahead and speak on this, Precious. Start them off. Precious, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me or not?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, somebody's going to start us off.
Okay. I got to get the sentence straight. That's what I'm trying to get straight in my head.
Which one are you going to go with, Anissa?
I think through his creation of animals, human and insects, different types of breed.
Okay.
How can I incorporate that into myself?
You can't create an animal.
That's
You
it.
can't
Well, how
create
can
a
we
human.
incorporate?
But listen to me. You can't create an animal. You
Right.
can't create a human. You can't create an insect, but what can you do in regards to these things?
Okay.
You can't create
Yeah,
them, but what can you do? That's how you answer it.
You use the creation for food and clothing.
Okay, anybody else? I'm just going to hold that for a minute. Anybody else want to try?
By not abusing the animal or human, but instead care for them.
Yeah.
We can appreciate the different varieties of animals and insects. And come on, take it from there, y'all. We can't create them, but we can appreciate them and do what?
And value their lives, maybe.
Value the lives of those that may be in instinct. You know what I'm talking about?
Value.
That may be in jeopardy of extinctment. You know what I'm talking about? Like the lions, the tigers, in certain parts of the world, these beautiful animals, these beautiful insects their lives are in jeopardy. They're almost extinct. Is that how you say it? Extinct? Extinct?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one way. That's what I thought you were saying. Was that what you was trying to say, Latifah? If so, then that's perfect. We can appreciate the different varieties of animals and insects and value the lives of those that may be in jeopardy of extinctment. Good job. Okay. Value and protect. Well, let's change it to and protect. Protect the lives. Protect the lives of those that may be in jeopardy of extinctment. Okay, anyone else? Yeah, I know this is kind of extinction. That's the word, extinction. I'm trying to change the spelling. Okay, come on, guys. It's not that hard. I mean, it's not that easy, but it's not as difficult as you making it either. Allah is the only one that create animals, insects of different types and breeds. We can't do that, but we can appreciate the different varieties and protect the lives of those that may be in jeopardy of extinction. Great answer, Latifah.
Alhamdulillah.
Come on, guys. What about the creation of the sun, moon, and stars?
Okay, I'm gonna try the creation of the sun, moon, and stars. I said how we can incorporate the creation of the sun and moon is we can use them, to tell time and know the day from night.
Okay, we cannot create the sun, moon, and stars, but we can also appreciate how would you word it to make it like better? We can appreciate the existence of the sun, moon, and stars and utilize them to our needs or whatever. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? The laws, the rules. Come on, guys. And by the way, this is why I'm gonna make this the last day for the names, because you guys are struggling with this. A lot of people are struggling with this, and I don't want people to get discouraged and stop coming to learn. So let me see what they got on Facebook.
Okay.
Let me see what they got. Sister Blaley, did we enter blessings? We didn't use blessings for this one. That your answer does not compute. Your answer is not based on anything that we put on the screen here. Everything is a blessing, even me talking. So that ain't telling us nothing about what we put on the screen. Okay, Sanaya said protecting and planting trees. Okay, that's good. We can appreciate the different varieties of animals and insects and protect the lives of those that may be in jeopardy of extinction. We can also appreciate the existence of the sun, moon, and stars and utilize them to our needs. Good job, Sanaya. Your answer goes in there. Good job, Sanaya. Ahmad, since Allah shows his superiority through his laws and rules, we must compete with each other in following them. To be a good job, Brother Ahmad. His English is bad, but let me clean it up. We will compete with one another in following the laws and rules of Allah and work to be superior in obeying them. Good job, brother. Obeying them. Good job, brother Ammar. Ammar, we cannot make laws and rules to out-trump laws. But what we can do is compete with each other in following them and work to be superior over others in obeying them. Y'all get that? Superior over others. That's the meaning of El-Adam. El-Adim. El-Adim, not Adam. El-Adim. You know, I can work and compete to be superior in obeying Allah's laws. I can also work to appreciate the existence of Allah's sun, moon, stars, and use them to my needs. Okay, I can work to appreciate and protect the lives of those animals and things that may be in jeopardy of extinction. Good job. Doing that is impressively beautiful. Doing that makes you an impressively superior over others, because most people don't protect animals. Most people don't appreciate the existence of the sun and the moon. And most people do not compete in obeying the laws. Good job, Ahmad. Let's see what Mariam got. Same answer. Good job, Sister Mariam. Good job, Sakina. Good job, Sakina. We can also compete to learn and understand his laws. Wait a minute. Good job, Sakina. His laws. And work to be superior. No, his laws as a means of becoming superior over others. Good job, Sakina. Okay, anyone else?
And we can appreciate the different modes of transportations that he has allowed, that's allowed to us, and the beauty of the mountains that we can see.
We can take advantage of
the different modes of transportation.
The creations Allah made accessible to us and utilize them to the best of our abilities in traversing his earth while not transgressing his limits. Good job. Okay. Norto, get up off the laws. They already answered them. Move on. You're just trying to piggyback off of what the other people on Facebook came up with, and they did a better job. They done already summarized the laws. So move on to another one, Norto. They already covered it. Sakina and Brother Ahmad and them already covered it. No need for you to put your little input in. Okay. Allah is El-Adim. Allah is El-Atheem, El-Atheem, which means he is impressively beautiful and superior over all. He proves this through his creation of the animals, the humans and insects of different types and breeds. Also through the creation of the sun, moon, and stars, and the laws and rules. And also how he allows a plane to fly, a ship to sail. Okay? How can we incorporate these as attributes of for ourselves? Well, we can appreciate the different varieties of animals and insects and protect the lives of those that may be in jeopardy of extinction. We can also appreciate the existence of the sun, moon, and stars and utilize them to our needs. We will compete with one another in following the laws and rules of Allah and work to be superior over others in obeying them. We can also compete to learn and understand his laws as a means of becoming superior. Well, it's the same. That's really the same thing. Let's take that. That's the same thing. We can take advantage of I'm gonna change this. We can take advantage of the fact that Allah created gravity and the likes that cannot be duplicated by anyone, and utilize these things to our betterment. That summarizes that, Anissa. Allah created the gravity. What holds a plane up in the sky? What holds allows a ship to float? What allows an animal to sink or swim and all that? The rules of gravity and matter. Allah created gravity and matter that cannot be duplicated by anyone. Allah created gravity and matter that cannot be duplicated by anyone. So we utilize them for our betterment. Anyone else? Anyone else with this? Based on the examples given above. Okay, Sister Mariam, this is not about glorifying Allah. Again, when we take the names of Allah, we want to apply them to ourselves. We're not going to take the names of Allah and use them to glorify, not like that. No, you're trying to apply them to yourself. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, we must emulate the names of Allah. So that means you want to be like that, not glorify that. So you're going to take the fact that Allah created gravity and matter, which allows other creatures to fly and sink, and utilize them for your betterment. You will fly when there's a need to. You will sink when there's a need to. Okay? Okay? We will fly when there is a need to do so, and swim when there is a need to do so. You get it? This ain't about glorifying. When there is a need to do so. And we will do this. Okay, you see that? So it's not about praising. This is not about praising Allah. This is about trying to take his name and incorporate it within yourself. You understand, Mariam? So this ain't y'all got to get away from praying. Muslims think the answer to everything is fast, pray, and giving charity. Fast, pray, and giving charity is not the answer to everything. Okay? Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone here in the Zoom room? Let's see who's here. A lot of people here and very few of you tried today. Why come we're not getting that much response today, Sister Vicky? You lost? Are you lost, Vicky? You lost, Tony? You guys are lost?
No, I just, Assalamu alaikum. No, I just didn't have an answer. So I was just listening. I was just listening to the class.
Yeah, you guys have to try. At least if you try, that's how you learn. Okay. All right, so we'll just stop it right here for today. And again, this is going to be the last name that we do because I can see it's becoming more difficult for you guys. It's not hard, but you guys are making it hard. Some of you are getting it. Sister Precious is doing a good job. She's got it. Okay, Sister Yasmin always had it. Brother Tarek has it. Mayleon always had it. Okay, Latifa, you got it. Fresno, you got it. Anissa, you got it too. But then the others of you, Norto, you do good on this too. But a lot of you are not even trying. And those are the ones I want to hear from. I want to hear from those of you who don't even try. Okay, but you know, so this is going to wrap it up for today. Again, El Atheem. We can incorporate the different varieties of animals, insects, and protect the lives of those that may be in jeopardy of extinction. We can appreciate the existence of the sun, moon, and stars and utilize them to our needs. We will compete with one another in following the laws and rules of Allah and work to be superior over others in obeying them. Allah created gravity and matter that cannot be duplicated by anyone, so we will utilize them for our betterment. We will fly when there is a need to do so and swim when there is a need to do that. Okay, I think that's good enough for today. And again, I'm just going to let you guys know. Let me try to put my camera on, see if I don't break up. Tomorrow, what I'm going to do is we're going to start a new series. We're going to speak about character building. Because again, I'm going to take a break away from the names because I don't want to lose you guys. But when we start the series tomorrow on character building, you will see the implementation of these names as attributes, because in order to be a true believer, there are certain characteristics that we have to have. There's also a certain Islamic personality that we must have, and there are certain morals we have to have. You will see that the Islamic character, the Islamic personality, the Islamic morality is all based on Allah's names. So you will see these names and how to incorporate them into ourselves from that series, okay? So I'm going to close up here for today. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.